A bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones. The wind must have blown out the fire. It's amazing they stay lit in this weather. I'm staying far away from this. The wind must have blown out the fire. It's a very regal-looking ice sculpture. It says, Courthouse of BRRR Muda. It's locked. Maybe I'll come back later.
Order! Order in the court! I am going to cite you for contempt of court for not asking permission to approach the bench.
I humbly apologize. May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach the bench. Court is now in session. Judge Plank presiding. How do you plead?
There must be some mistake here.
Order! Order in the court! Quiet on the gallery, or there will be arrests!
What did Your Honor do wrong to get this appointment?
Never beat a Supreme Court justice in cribbage.
Your Honor, do you have to buy your own robes? Or are they court-appointed?
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
Your Honor, are you wearing pants under that robe? Please remember that you're under oath.
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
Did I mention I am searching for the secret of Monkey Island?
Until it becomes a legal matter before the court, it is of no interest to me. Although, I do remember a case several years back where the secret was claimed to be a fraud and a scam to sell computer games. I believe that was settled out of court for a substantial sum.
That is all, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned!
Is there anything special about this stump?
No. Why?
Well, it was tagged, so I thought, maybe there would be a great gag about a secret opening to a system of tunnels or something like that.
Please, don't joke about tunnels next to the prison, sir.
Nice stump. The guard is guardedly guarding the guardhouse. Hi. Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
I was hoping for a tour.
We don't give tours here. The only people allowed inside are the prisoners. And also, I suppose, people visiting the prisoners, but no one ever does that.
I'd like to visit a prisoner, please.
We do have a visitation policy, but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket. Never stops moving his arms. Or his lips.
That does sound like him. But I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
I'd like to visit my...
Like I told you...
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
It was my first trip to Monkey Island, and then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a whale. It was gross inside. Morgan Le Fay and I said we were... And then we escaped through the digestive system.
Listen, let me tell you something about anglers.
By which you mean people who fish.
Right, but if you are one, you'd say angler.
I would?
Every subculture has its own special language, words with significance specific to that subculture. When you use them, you convey both meaning and membership.
That sounds good.
That's why authentic sounding fish stories always have plenty of angler lingo. For example, I wouldn't tell people a big fish broke my string. I'd say I was jigging with a hard bait when a strike from a lunker snapped my leader.
That's both highly specific and difficult to understand.
Exactly the point. Want to give it a try?
Okay. It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. It was gross inside. Soft floors and yellow stuff all over the place. Morgan LaFleur and I said we were married, so I'd seem unavailable. And then we escaped, through the digestive system, ship and all.
Yeah, that's the way. You almost sound like a real angler. Not a half-bad story. You know who you should talk to. There's a crazy old yardarm hanger, Bob something. I think he sails with Captain LeChuck.
Apple Bob.
Sounds right.
Thanks.
Do not approach the gate, please, sir.
Hey, fellow chum.
You must know.
I'd like to...
Like I told you, I need to...
Nice view. Wow. Wouldn't want to fall from here. Roaring fire, melting ice, very hoogly.
Welcome, loyal subject.
These matches are specially formulated for freezing temperatures. Disclaimer, will not light underwater. It's slowly filling up with castle. This entire castle is made of ice. Thank goodness there's a fire, ready to be freezing. At the end of the plank.
My only copy. Please don't touch it.
Hi.
Urgh.
Nice weather we're having.
Grunt.
I see. BRRR Muda seems like a friendly place.
Grunt.
Yeah, I feel you.
Urgh. Grunt. 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 Urgh. Grunt. Urgh. Grunt.
Your Majesty?
No need to be so formal. This is BRRR Muda. Your Guybrush Threepwood, aren't you? I'm Odina the Ninth. I know your wife.
Elaine?
You sound uncertain. How many wives have you got?
Just the one I'm aware of.
What brings you north of the 19th parallel, Guybrush?
Your crown, as a matter of fact.
Get in line. Everybody wants the crown.
Everybody?
The Crown of Keys is a ceremonial artifact worn by the reigning queen of BRRR Muda. It was originally fashioned from the house keys of the citizens as a gesture of trust.
And or submission?
My predecessor as queen is the one who added the golden key. I think it gives a certain pizzazz.
Naturally, you'll want to have that cleaned once in a while.
It stays perfectly clean as long as I don't let greasy pirates put their paws all over it. You may touch the crown if and when you become queen, and not before.
Become queen. Interesting. Hypothetically, how exactly would a person become queen of BRRR Muda?
You have to earn it, win it, wrest it from the iron grip of the previous queen. Most people can't manage that, of course. But by the traditions of BRRR Muda, all are welcome to try. To become queen, you must show your qualifications by defeating the current queen in 3 contests. The contests test your heartiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence.
I have some of those things.
We'll see. And no cheating.
We'll see. I challenge you to the contest of heartiness.
Come with me. We've got to go downtown. See that triangle? There are 3 of them here in the building. 1 for each contest. When you want to formally issue a challenge, you ring the triangle.
Dios mío, another challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, although your appetite for this nauseating affair never ceases to amaze me, it is my solemn duty to adjudicate this, the contest of heartiness. As you are all thoroughly aware, the objective is to successfully and permanently consume more raw fish than your opponent. Today's challenge fish is hagfish. Wait a moment! The bucket of plenty contains no plenty. There are no fish here whatsoever, and the contest cannot be held without fish. Everyone go home.
The bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones.
Hello.
They have hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. I'd like to buy some fish.
That's an excellent life decision, me lad. Today we've got hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater.
Hagfish.
Here's a box full. Should be plenty. You want me to run a tab for you?
Sure. Thanks.
In the defender's chair, the cast... And in the challenger's chair, all the way from the Southern Caribbean, still in possession of nearly all of his original teeth, the newcomer, BRRR Threepwood. If you would each now select your first fish and place it on the plate in front of you.
Ugh.
And now,
This looks like a good one, relatively speaking. Ugh, the scales are like fingernails.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still champion, Queen Odina.
I can feel all the warmth escaping up the chimney. I could do this professionally. It's loud about every 15 seconds, like my Uncle Ernie.
I will return in 20 seconds to grade your papers. Your time starts now. Time's up. I'll take your papers. I am most surprised by this, but the evidence is clear. Mr. Threepwood is the winner.
But how is that possible?
Clean living, regular exercise, and a brain like a mountain.
Dense, motionless, and shaped by erosion. You can see the difficulty I'm having.
I can. Better luck next time. One contest down, 2 to go.